Today we're getting this home cleaned and ready for repaint. The owner doesn't live here, it's a rental property. And before any paint goes on, the exterior has to be properly prepped. A lot of people don't realize this, but how the house is cleaned before painting can make a big difference in how long that paint actually lasts. With rental homes, especially repainting is usually done to protect the property and keep it looking good for the next tenant. But if algae, mildew, or dirt is left on the surface and painted over, the paint won't be bonded correctly. That can lead to peeling, uneven finish, and repainting again much sooner than expected. So we're going to help them out today and get it cleaned up the right way using process, of course, instead of pressure. Before repainting, the surface needs to be clean, not just rinsed. We use a soft wash process to break down organic growth safely without damaging the surface. This removes what you can't always see, but will cause issues later if left behind. A lot of people think pressure washing is the answer before painting, but high pressure can actually cause problems. It can force water behind the siding, damage the surface, or leave exterior in worse shape than it was before. That's why using the right process matters more than using force. We don't want to overuse force and cause damage to the home that can't be repaired when all it needs is a simple soft wash and then repaint. So looking at this house, it did have a lot of buildup of mold, mildew, and algae, but that's nothing that we can't handle. So we're going to get into it, get a nice soft wash going. As you see, I'm putting the solution on, getting ready to break down that mildew and algae to make this home look 10 times better. That way the owner can get somebody back in this home as soon as possible, keep the cash flow coming, and also get people in safely with a beautiful looking home. At this point, I'm judging whether or not I should go up on the strength and solution based off of what I'm seeing, especially with the temperature outside, with it being somewhere around 48 to 53 degrees Fahrenheit outside, making it tougher to actually clean this house because the solution needs the temperature to be just a tad bit higher for it to work. So when the temperatures are this low, we have to use a stronger mix to make sure that we get that process right and not have to force pressure to try and clean this home. The solution is dialed up. My mix is going from a 3% mix to a 5% mix, knowing that I need to break down this algae and mildew so that the home can look back to its original glory and get new tenants in the home. So just keep remembering, as I'm applying this solution, I'm going from bottom up, making sure that the whole home is coated. So once again, we're doing the right process, not that much pressure. And you're gonna see during the rinse phase that the pressure we use is just slightly more than a garden hose. Now, whether it's a rental property or a personal home, exterior cleaning before repainting isn't just an extra step. It's part of doing the job right, doing the process right, and getting good prep to protect the surface helps the paint last longer and avoids problems down the line. Trust me, you want to get your exterior cleaning done before repainting. Now we're at the point where the dwell time has ended, about 10 to 15 minutes, and you can see as I'm rinsing, the dirt just coming on off, the mildew coming off, and the algae coming off. At this point, you're basically just rinsing down, getting the solution off, and all the excess dirt that remains. Now, someone direct messaged me and said, Tim, what type of tip do you use when you're rinsing? Well, if you don't have the type of tip I have, which is an M5 twist, that's what I use, you can use a 40-degree tip. Now, mind you, when you use that 40-degree tip, you need to stay at a distance and rinse from a distance because you don't want that pressure to damage the home. The 40-degree tip is a lower pressure tip, but it's not as low as the M5 twist. I can get it down real low in pressure with the M5 twist and basically be rinsing. Also, the beautiful thing about the M5 twist is it can go wide and it can be a straight shooter tip to get high distances in case you're doing two-story home. As I'm rinsing here, I'm still looking for solution, dirt, and if I even need to reapply more solution somewhere. So I'm looking for all those things as I'm rinsing. I'm not just blindly rinsing without having something in mind about the process. So let's review. Before repainting your home, the exterior of your home, you must get it soft washed or cleaned before painting. That way the paint will bond and last for a long time, with your house looking more beautiful than it was before. At the end of the day, it's not about rushing a job. It's about making sure the process is done the right way from the very beginning. As always, process over pressure.